Your shoes say something about you, whether you realize it or not. Let's go over the most common types of shoes and see what they reveal about your personality. It's highly likely that you're into more than one style of shoes. So keep watching, make sure you watch everything that applies to you. If your go-to is running shoes, the first thing that comes to mind, a multitasker. A lot of people probably rely on you to get things done because you enjoy doing that. You like to do more than one thing at a time and you always somehow manage to get them done. Tell her our budget is gonna back 30% this year. Can I put you on hold? The only color we got left is black. No, we don't want black. We want navy. Can I put you on hold? Tesla price, all-time low. Buy it. Buy it right now. You're the kind of woman that likes to be everywhere and taking care of everything. You could be a high-power executive of any profession sitting in your office, or you could be a mom staying at home taking care of all these impossible daily tasks. Because you like to do so many things at the same time, you are highly organized. You're the kind of person that keeps a list to make sure you don't drop any ball. You enjoy doing everything you do because it gives you a sense of achievement and fulfillment. If you are short, make sure you go to petitedressing.com and check out my clothing line for women 5'4" and under. Use code PETITE15 for 15% off your first order. If you are always wearing shoes that seem to be worn out, on the surface you give the impression that you are frugal or you don't care about how you look. That's far from the truth of who you are. What the actress says about you, you are an extrovert. You enjoy being around people. You are energized in the presence of other people. What it also says about you is that you are very self-assured. In a relationship, your attachment style is very secure. People who wear worn-out shoes, they are also very adventurous. So you like to be going places. You like to be doing things, trying different experiences. You embrace life for all the new adventures that come with it. What that also says about you, you're emotionally stable. You're not the kind of person who is impulsive or get taken over by their emotions. You are actually very much in control of your emotions.
He just left last night. He said we're not the right match for each other. I'm so heartbroken.
Her boyfriend left her and she's crying. I guess it must be upsetting. You acknowledge how you feel and you deal with it in a composed manner. You're the kind of friend that's always keeping your cool no matter what is going on. If your go-to are stilettos, you're probably the most misunderstood type of women. The impression you give to other people is you care about how you look. So you could come across as materialistic or even superficial, but it's far from who you are. Deep down, you are a very driven person. You are so hardworking. You have a very high standard for work and you have the strongest work ethics than anybody else. You enjoy being the center of attention. You actually command that when you walk into the room in a pair of high slender heels. You love beautiful things. You like to surround yourself with finer things. And you're the kind that always look put together even when you are going grocery shopping. You have the eye for beauty, so it doesn't mean that you're always splurging on luxury items, but you know how to make it work. You know how to keep everything look beautiful around you, even when you're on a budget. And you also like to be surrounded by beautiful people. If your go-to are flats, you are someone very practical. You don't like things that's flashy because that's gonna draw attention to you, which is what you don't like. You actually prefer to be behind the scene instead of be the center of the stage. Because you are very reliable and you are easygoing, you probably have a lot of people in your life that would come to you for advice. You may look humble, but you are a very generous person. You may be doing a lot, but you don't require a lot of recognition or attention for what you have done. Guess what I heard from HR? You are promoted. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You value functionality over looks. That doesn't mean that you don't care about fashion. There's plenty of flats that can make you look chic without having to suffer discomfort of heels. Even though you could be somebody in a powerful executive position, you still come across as humble and modest. If your go-to are wedges, you are outgoing. You have a warm and inviting personality. You're pretty easygoing and laid back. You're also an adventure seeker. You like to go places and doing different things. You're quite self-assured. When you enter the room, you have a strong presence. You like fashion, but without losing the functionality. Wedgie is something that gives you both, because it gives you a height boost, but at the same time, you can walk much easier as stilettos. If your go-to are pumps, you are competitive. You're a leader in what you do, and you can come across as bossy or even intimidating because you're quite powerful presence. It's important for you to do everything you do efficiently, so you may come across as calculating all the time, but deep down you are a very caring person. If you like pumps with block heels, you are independent and creative. You don't care about fitting in or be like everybody else. You are the kind that is bold enough to stand out with your own individuality. If your go-to are loafers, you are the perfectionist. You're constantly striving for the highest excellence in whatever you do, and you are always paying so much attention to details. And you're so meticulous with everything you do, and you set the highest standards for yourself and for others. And this applies to your appearance, your work, and even your personal life. You're constantly double-checking, triple-checking to make sure everything is done right. To be quite honest, sometimes those standards are so high, it's almost impossible for anyone else to meet your standards. Being a perfectionist can also take its toll on you. Because your standards are always so high, you can be quite hard on yourself to always be pushing yourself. And sometimes, if you have the same expectation for others to meet your standards, you can also be a little too critical. Overall, you're somebody who's very dedicated, very driven. You have an incredible eye for detail. Your go-to are working boots. You're the planner. You're always planning ahead. You're always strategizing, and you're very analytical. You always anticipate what's to come next, and you're always prepared. You're very grounded and very practical. You're the opposite of impulsive, because you're the kind that needs to have a game plan for everything in your life. Whether we're talking about a big event or a trip or just day-to-day tasks, you're the kind that's gonna keep the to-do list, the calendar, and the spreadsheets to make sure you're always on top of everything. You never miss any deadlines. You're the kind that plans out your holiday travel in January, or you got everything mapped out for the next year. Wow, congratulations, you have made it through. Leave me a comment below and let me know which type of shoes you like and if I described your personalities correctly. And if there are any types of shoes that you're into that I didn't include in this video, also leave a comment below and tell me about it. And if you happen to be 5'4" and under, I do have a clothing line for women just like you. Check it out at petitedressing.com today.